All right, we're back with Never a Foul. This one, Gooner Lee with the words he had for Luis Diaz and Luis Diaz's dad, claiming that Luis Diaz's bad performances are all blamed on Luis Diaz's dad being kidnapped for 12 days late 2023. Never seen that from when he was returned. Before that, you can have definitely a case to call for and say, yes, there's potentially something in that. But from me as a Liverpool fan, I cannot say that I've seen Luis Diaz ever actually state or say that, yeah, my bad performances throughout the whole season, not just at the start and the middle section, were because of my dad's issue. That's not what anyone's ever said or heard. Now, let's listen to Gooner Lee waffle on here because he's a fantastic waffler, talking about the dad tax and using dead banter and everything else in between, talking about Diaz's dad partying up, taking that Colombian white and all that sort of shit. At least I think that's what he says. But let's have a listen here because this just infuriated me. Attacking someone's personal situation, nothing that he can do in his control. His dad was kidnapped, yeah? And using that as a way to banter Luis Diaz, who has underperformed, who has not been at the levels and standards that we became accustomed to when he first came to us a couple of years ago. Missed me with this dead banter. This absolutely pissed me off because he came for Luis Diaz's dad, Luis Diaz Sr., when he had nothing to do with Luis Diaz's whole season overall play. And just watch how everyone else laughs but Mons and George in the top corner. Just watch.
Up to this day. Fuck.
Listen, all I'm saying is there's one player that's 22 years old and he's had one bad season, and I see one player that's 27 years old and is meant to be a seasoned vet. He's meant to know how to play football. He got hit with the dad tax because his dad went missing. His dad came back, started raving in freaking China White, yeah, in Manchester. His dad started raving in Lucy Lou's in Manchester. If you know, you know.
Sorry, I think you meant to a nightclub. Didn't say it was on the Colombian white. I take that back. My bad. He's talking about nightclubs. By the way, he's comparing Luis Diaz with Gabriel Martinelli, which Mons brought up, I think. And just watch how everyone's laughing. Kaz, Daps, Don, except Mons. I wouldn't find this shit funny. I'm thinking, why the hell are you bringing someone's dad's personal situation is, and the players as well? This is what you use for banter.
His dad started going raving in Colombia, started raving at people that kidnapped him, and he still wanted to use that as an excuse.
Oh, I'm still telling you, that's why he did a music video. They made him do a music video as well.
The guy got forced to make a music video, and you're still now using that as a reason as to why, for whatever reason, that apparently he can't score goals. Listen,
never heard that excuse. Never heard anyone say that the whole season, not just a little bit where this actually happened, the whole season. Never heard one person ever say that there is an actual case to be had for Luis Diaz's performances because of his dad throughout the whole season. Never heard anybody say that. If someone has said that, I think that they're just wrong on that matter there. Nothing else to answer for.
Liverpool. So I have no problems. I have no issues saying that Martinelli had a bad season. That's one bad season in four. When he came into the team at 18, 19 years old. Hold on. I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish.
No.
I'll let you finish.
I do this bullshit as well.
Hold on.
Stop the lies.
I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish.
Then tell the truth. Stop acting like he's had 5 good seasons. He's had one good season out of his 5.
Hold on.
Don't say one bad season. Yeah, one good season.
One good season.
Hold on. I'll let you finish.
Last season was more than normal, by the way.
I literally let you finish. I'll let you finish. Okay, in his first season, yeah, he came in as the guy that's come from the 3rd division of Brazil, and he came in, he looked good, he scored, he came off the bench, he was doing all right. Second half of the season, lay it up, that's when he started to make his way. Third season was the season before, that's when obviously he came in, scored 15 non-penalty goals, by the way, 15 non-penalty goals, came in, did all right. He looked good. We think about last season when he had obviously these injuries, the same excuses that you want to use for your Colombian guy, who again he's using excuses of his dad for whatever reason. That's fine. Now his dad's back. It's another excuse. But listen, you lot can skin a cat
Again, I've not heard any any Liverpool fan state that his bad performances all of last season were because of his dad. I think once his dad came back, there was a bit more spark about it. You can see there was a difference. He wanted to drive. He wanted to go at players. He wanted to take one-on-ones. He wanted to dribble. He wanted to make runs and all that sort of shit. The only thing he didn't do was score fucking goals, get himself a couple more assists. That's the only thing he didn't do. Started well at the start of the season, but then after that, tapered down a little bit. More notably, the game against Man City, where he missed 2 clear-cut chances. That game against Man City at Anfield, when we were without, Van Dijk and Trent or whatever, I thought we were done for. I was amazed we only conceded in the first half, and then that second half was all us. We should have buried these Muppets 3-1, 4-1, whatever it would have been. Like, absolutely should have taken them. But we had Diaz in front of goal. We didn't have a prolific striker. Nunez, I don't know if he was playing or not. I can't remember. He was ineffective. I think he was there. I think Salah was missing, or he came on off the bench because that was after his injury, whatever it was. And we had Gakpo up front with Diaz. So that's what happened there. He started well. We all remember the Tottenham game with the bullshit offside call and all that sort of stuff. He was great in that game. And then the dad situation happened. Obviously, confidence goes down. He's not playing to his best of his abilities. He dragged us out against Luton Town when we had to equalise late in the game to get a draw out of that, when we should have won that game hands down. But to say his old man is the reason why he was shit the whole season, that's your banter tactic, that I'm calling that complete bullshit out there. That's just fucking out of line in my opinion. Call me rattled if you want. I don't think I'm rattled. I'm just stating that that's an absolutely bullshit take from Gooner Lee as to why Diaz was bad. Diaz was bad because Diaz was bad. His football was shit. That's why he was bad.
However you want. We'll see this season if he's not good or if he's good, if that's what you guys want to make out. But this isn't even a Liverpool, this isn't even an Arsenal section, sorry, this is a Liverpool section. You said you haven't got a player that cannot get 10 goals, but you guys lord off, you guys go off this guy, you give all the reasons as to, hold on. You say that all the reasons
When
why.
did I say that?
You say, okay, not you, but there are many Liverpool fans that give reasons as to why that this guy that you call a Colombian, the guy that plays well for Colombia, the reason why he didn't, because his dad was missing. His dad's now back and has been
You
raving
even
with the
know
same
what
people.
said nothing about
His dad is now
bro.
back and is raving.
See, even Mons is gonna push back on this, man. Gooner Lee is just using the stupid shit excuse because that's why he's been crap. Instead of actually calling it as in, saying, look, your player's been rubbish, he's using the dad tax as he says it. Like, fuck out of here.
The same people that took him away.
Bro,
and now you
it's
have
a bit
no
scary, bro.
excuses,
Man keeps talking about a man's dad, bro. It's scary.
Bro, I'm just saying, because that was the excuse. His dad's now back. He's raving. His dad was now smuggling people into the stadium in the air vents, and when they played in the Brazil final. So now all I want to know is, what is the excuse? That's what.
Man actually said he was raving and smuggling people into the air vents. We damn well know that was not him in that. It's a fucking stupid banter joke. Like, Cass is loving this. Don's loving this. I'm thinking, like, this is fucking sad. If this was... I'm being sincere. I'm going full screen here because this just needs to be said for those who think of bullshitting. If this was a Liverpool fan talking about somebody else... someone else's player, and they had a personal situation, had a father kidnapped or a mother situation or whatever it would have been, I'm not going to be sitting here laughing like this. Like, have some fucking respect for these people, man. They're human beings like you, yeah? And by the by, someone questions him about his dad. He goes, oh, don't talk about my dad like that. My dad will sock you one. It's like, oh, so you don't like people speaking about your old man, but you're happy to speak about somebody else's old man who actually went through with some shit. For whatever reason, it still happened. It still happened for whatever reason, good or bad. In this case, evidently bad. But to sit here and still say, oh, that's the reason why he's old man this, he's old man that, for a good 5-6 minutes talking this absolute shit, has annoyed the fuck out of me.
That's what
Again, a lot of Liverpool fans.
27-year-old, for a 27-year-old,
a lot
and I keep saying once, I keep saying to all of you lot, this guy, Martinelli's 22 years old. If we were talking about that in normal walks of life, he's just finished uni and he's just started his first undergrad degree job. What person do you know has to have come in and make a major difference straight away? We're talking comparing it.
Wait, aren't people lauding Lenny Yoro now to come in at 18 years old and make an impact? Aren't Chelsea going to laud, what's his name? That Brazilian kid, I keep forgetting what his name is. It's not Endrick, it's the other kid. whatever his name is, aren't they expecting him to do madness when he comes in, rated as one of the next big things out of Brazil? Are we not expecting 18-year-olds to do madness? Kobe Mainu, 19 years old, are we not expecting them to do madness? Now it's, 22 years old, we can't expect him to do too much. But there's the same fans that go on about Saka being so good at his age. It's like, bruv.
A 27-year-old, not a world beater, by the way. We're talking about a guy that's come from the third tier of the Brazilian football league, and he's come in and he's made a difference. I'm not sitting here saying he's a world beater, but can I not ask you to not compare a 22-year-old to a 27-year-old? Is that not fair?
No. He can do what he wants. Because you're the same fan base that said you got the best wingers.
They said they weren't swapping for Mbappe. They said they weren't swapping for Mbappe. They said they weren't swapping for Mbappe.
That's a mad take.
Sorry for Vinny or something. What was it? Vinny or Mbappe? I can't remember. Which one was it? Was it Mbappe or Vinny? Which one was it?
I think it was Vinny. I think I was saying they wouldn't swap. I don't know if it was a Martinelli or was it Saka, but I know they wouldn't swap one of them for Vinicius Junior or something. That was. I'm going to go with Vinny Jr. Either one, Mbappe or Vinny. They're both at Real Madrid now. Who cares?
You can compare him, but I'm asking you to use a bit of logic to say, hold on a second. This guy's 27 years old and he's in his prime. He should be lighting up the Premier League. He should be doing all the things that all the top left wingers are doing in the world right now, such as your Vinny's or your Rodrigo's. I know he plays on the right, but apparently he's a left winger by trade. Sterling, what he was doing at 26, 27, 25 years old. Can I not put a bit of an expectation? Son, we know what Son's been doing over the last 4 or 5 years.
Yes, you can put an expectation on him, but don't give us this bullshit that his dad's situation is why he was shit and that's what Liverpool fans are using as an excuse. If Liverpool fans are using that as an excuse, I think they're just categorically wrong. That is not the reason why he had a bad season. He had a bad season because he had a bad season. He didn't perform to his levels. His dribbling was better, but all he does was dribble. He had dribbles, cross into the box, nobody's there. Takes a shot, saved, blocked, whatever. Didn't give us enough of what we needed last season. If he was able to score some goals in certain situations, we maybe would have finished higher than third. We may have got second. Hell, we may have even finished in first. Who the hell knows? But that's history, as they say now. It's irrelevant to discuss this now. There is an expectation for Luis Diaz to be better and perform outside of his dribbles, his take-ons, and his runs. Yeah, we need more goals and assists from our wingers. If he's meant to be someone to come in, and I know he's not a direct replacement, but if he was meant to be a player to come in place of Mane and say, okay, Mane got us 20 goals a season, this is you to do what you do now. He doesn't do that. Whether that's Klopp's instructions, whether that's Diaz not being able to be up to the task at hand, we're not sure. But what we do know is when he first came in, he started like a house on fire. Second season was good, got an injury, that took him out of the game, came back, had another injury as well, I think aggravated the same one. He was out again and he was not the same player. And only recently, in the last maybe year or so, have we seen him be the same player that was dribbling, taking on defenders, being threatening, being scary. And again, he started this season very, very well. But shit happened with his old man. His dad came back, cool, back to business. And he was just not good because he was not good. If he says himself, yeah, my old man situation really messed me up for the rest of the season, then bruv, take yourself out of the game. Don't play. Don't play. If it's affecting you mentally, psychologically, even physically, don't play, man. Get yourself sorted. Seek the help you need in a good way and get yourself checked out. Don't go putting yourself into these situations. But even like Klopp said, he actually wanted to play. He wanted to help the team out, which is why he got the equalising goal against Luton Town, for example. If only he was able to hit the fucking target at least once against Manchester City at Anfield. That would have been fucking brilliant if that was the case. Now, I think they keep going on for a little bit more. I can't be asked with this. Link is posted down below, full description. Check it out. But before that, I do want to go a little bit towards the start of this year, because a certain Greasy Don came in with a lot of heat, a lot of venom, because he was so adamant that this Chelsea team are a better project and much better looking than Liverpool at the moment. When we've seen Chelsea fans like Rory Jennings castrate and question the squad of Chelsea going on their pre-season tour at the moment. Some players are out. Obviously, Enzo's got his own situation. Caicedo having a break. Also seeing the likes of Palmer, Gallagher from the Euros. who else they got up? There was another player as well that they had. Bloody hell, Kukurea from winning Euros as well. Just a few of these players. Some players coming in, some players leaving. It ain't the best team. It ain't the best squad. But this man is convinced that Maresca is the man for the job. Let's see what he has to say.
Well, it is.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
apparently my club's a dusty one for doing it though. It's weird. It's weird behavior, to be honest.
Be more direct.
I guess.
Who are you talking about?
I was literally just called dusty for not doing business. Like Spurs are doing bare business, like Arsenal doing bare business, like it's like City doing bare business. Like, come on, man.
The difference is the position that you finished last season in the table. You guys were supposed to be the team that bridged the gap, no? You guys were talking about how you were better than Arsenal at one point, and now you're... And
they had Klopp.
I can't even lie. Top four's going to be looking techie for you next season.
When did we say...
Klopp is their version of Jesus, bro. You had Klopp. He's gone. You've got a new manager and you still can't bring him new signings. What's going on?
You have a new manager and expect an automatic improvement. What's the difference?
Can I just say, if you're a Liverpool fan or even an observer of Liverpool's business under Michael Edwards, obviously before that we had Michael Edwards and I keep forgetting the other guy. Bloody hell, I keep forgetting the other dude's name. But now we've got Richard Hughes in place working alongside Michael Edwards. I just had him... His name is somewhere there or thereabouts. Can't remember his name. Anyways, it was Michael Edwards and someone else. We didn't know about signings until they were pretty much confirmed the day of. It was like, yeah, we're looking at players. We're not sure. We've spoken to a few, but that's about it. No rumors, no little bits and pieces of information, no nuggets like that until it happened. Like, bang, we signed Fabinho, like, three days into the summer transfer window, whatever it was, and then like bang, come out of nowhere. Oh, we signed Sadio Mane. Oh, we signed McAllister. We signed this. We signed that. Shit just happened. Obviously, McAllister was, after Edwards and before new Edwards and co. But still, we just signed players without that much information out there. It is a little bit scary that there's no real movement for Liverpool because, we've got a pre-season tour starting in a few days' time, and then the league starts, a week or two after that. So Arne Slot really does need to sort himself out. Now, is he waiting for more players to arrive, like some reports are saying? Is he waiting to see what he's got to work with, the squad that he has at his disposal, what he needs to change, what he needs to adapt, what he needs to alter? We'll wait and see what happens. There is still the issue of the Van Dijk, the Trent, and the Mo Salah contracts. Trent apparently is looking to stay for some mad 300 grand a week. I don't know if I agree to that amount of price. I don't know if I love a player that much to continue staying at the club I support for that much amount of money. And if he's going to be on that much amount of money, like Mo Salah dollars, then you best be performing week in, week out, my brother. Van Dijk situation as well. Not sure what's happening there. Again, Salah's contract, that's another thing. The midfield is there. Maybe we need another DM. We need another winger. Again, because as I've said, Diaz is not that guy half the time. Half the Liverpool fan base want him to go. Half of him want him to stay, but bring someone else in. And because Diaz can still do your job, maybe off the bench, would he want to do that? We don't know. But to say there and say, like, Liverpool aren't signing any players, your team is finished, your team is that. If we start the season with no players, I'm going to be annoyed, to put it mildly. If we're getting close to the end of the transfer window and we've signed one or two players, I might look back and say, okay, well, what player have we signed and what position have we signed them for? If they're going to be players that are surplus, that they're just extras to just sit on the bench, I'm going to say, what the fuck are we doing here? Yeah. Apparently looking at Take Kubo coming in from Real Sociedad. Apparently, rumors that it's happening, it's not happening, not sure. Looking also at Edison from Atalanta. There's been some rumors, nothing else. Rabiot, Liverpool don't want him to come here. There was also there was another player as well that we were looking at, Bakayoko, I think. It's like, is that happening? We don't know. These things just pop out of nowhere. It's hard to say really what actually is going on behind the scenes, because that's how Liverpool FC, under Michael Edwards, with the director of football, outside of things at least, have operated like ninjas. You don't see them and then bang, out of nowhere, something happens. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but that's what we have come to know.
Listen, I do expect that, yes. And we will have an automatic improvement, yes, because Poch was that bad.
No, but why is it? What do you mean?
Stop talking on Poch, man.
I don't know. Do you know what it is, Daps?
He's back again.
Everyone goes on about Daps.
You know me and Watts. You know Family Guy, the Chicken and Peter, when they're all scrapping, they see every time they see each other, bro. That's me and you. Every time we buck each other, back and forth. Are you not tired?
Bro,
Why don't you make sure that you finish above us this
To
next
be fair,
season?
you could.
Bro, this guy talking like Chelsea weren't sitting in 10th and 12th for like 3/4 of the season. Fuck me dead. But he's going to tell you it was Poch's fault. It was the wrong system. It was the wrong setup. The players were in wrong positions. Oh, he had bozo moments. Yeah, now never mind that you had the third highest amount of big chances missed. I think City had the first, Liverpool had the second highest amount, and Chelsea had the third highest amount of big chances missed. Never mind that little stat there. But it was all Poch's fault. Yeah, never mind that you got in front of the goal so many times and pissed away easy goals because of player incompetence, wrong choices, wrong decisions, or maybe it's just some good old-fashioned good defending or goalkeeping from the opposition. Never mind that. It's all Poch's fault with Don. And he's confident that they're going to finish above us. Now, everyone's going to say, well, Arne Slot coming in is a question mark. But I always refer to if this team is actually good enough, if this team is what we think it is, what we say it is, then Klopp leaving should not have that much of an effect on the difference. We still have the same players. It's the same back line that we've had for the last 3 or 4 seasons, which is probably not a good thing. You do need to change your centre-back pairings. Obviously, Kwanzaa coming in, Kanate is available, Matip left, Robertson, Tsimikas on the left, Trent, Bradley on the right. The centre-backs, you can put Gomez, you can also do left or right back. Question marks there, yeah? Kelleher in goal, Allison as the starter. No problems there with the goalkeeper. The back line, though, is looking a bit, how's it going? Changed the whole midfield last season. Fair enough. That's sort of there. We still need maybe a defensive mid. We maybe still need a winger of sorts. Maybe a striker if Darwin Nunez is banned. If he's going to be banned, whatever, we don't know. Kubo comes in. Is he going to be a starter on the right wing? Probably not because Salah's there. But he might come in and sit on the bench. And I do have a note here. I was going to show the clip, but I can't be bothered right now. But it's around about the 36-minute mark. And they're saying like, 50 million euro is a lot of money to spend on a player to sit on the bench, but it's not a lot of money for Manchester United to spend on an 18-year-old that may have sat on the bench if he came to Liverpool or Real Madrid because of the players that are already at those respective clubs. So if the stats align with what the nerds are looking for and it matches with what we need and what we believe is going to better the team in left wing, right wing, whatever it's going to be, and the nerds have all these stats in front of them and all that sort of stuff, then the price is what it is, and that's just what we have to eat. We can't pick and choose what we want to spend on certain players. Some players, if you think like, yeah, maybe yes, maybe no, we'll miss this one, you can maybe take a risk. Other players that are available, that are what you need, and they're available now, maybe just have to bite the bullet, spend a little bit extra, and then hopefully it works out. And if you've done your due diligence, if you've done your proper research, then there should be no issues. It should work. It should work.
Then Dusty, I'd probably be looking to fight if someone called me Dusty, to be fair.
Make sure, bro.
You know what it is? These guys just want to continuously fight me, and I just keep taking trophies from you, and I keep finishing above you. What more do you want from me, bro? What do you want from me?
You've seen one.
Yeah, you've only seen one Premier League in your life. Yeah, dead banter. There's another point here. I just want to get to it real quick here because this is George calling him not Don, but Condon. Let's have a quick listen here.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, now, this is the Condon. Because every time, I'm telling you now, yeah. Because every time the player comes out, I've done my research. I've watched their full games. There's no way you watch.
I could have literally sat here. I could have literally no, don't do that.
You're watching Brazilian games. How much?
Yeah, man, he's watched them. He knows all about them. Yeah, he knows exactly how they operate. He knows their tactics. He knows what they like, what they don't like. He knows their strengths, knows their weaknesses. The man knows everything there is to know about football clubs and teams and players coming in. Any player Chelsea are leaning with, oh yeah, this player is great, this is that. Never says a bad word about any of them as far as I know. Everything is just gassed. It's fantastic. It's going to fit. It's Maresca. It's going to work and everything. It's like, bro, not everyone knows everything to be that factual. Sometimes people just go on a whim, they go on a feeling, they go on a gut feeling, they go on a, you know what, there's something about this player, it's going to work there. He's got what we're missing and that sort of shit. That's fine to do. Not everything is stats-based, not everything is feelings-based, but this dude, every time he says something, it's just completely correct and exactly in how it is. I just don't see how he just believes that himself on a daily basis. And look, maybe he does. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but humility goes a long way. Humility does go a long way.
much time do you have to be watching the whole of
real
the
talk, bro.
I did, bro. I could have literally sat here. I could have literally sat here and lied. I could have sat here and lied and said I watched their games back last season. I didn't, bro. I watched their games back. Right? Watched more than enough of their games back after we were linked to Maresca and shit. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we're talking.
Because there are Leicester people in the chat that say that football's boring.
They say Pep football's boring. They say Pep football's boring.
I don't understand. Every time we have rivals, we always end up somehow at the start. But you always end up trying to bully Don. Why are we always going?
It's not even me. It's my club. And the thing is, they don't like the fact that I come back like Neo for Matrix, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Every time.
Yeah, you're off your head, man. Hey, this brother, man, honestly.
People get the likes up to 200, please. Under 25.
There is okay. I love this. I love this though because I remember from the first moment. This is where it stems from. This is why Mons is like this. This is why Lee's like this. Because the moment that Roman got sanctioned, these men were raving, bro. These men were happy, bro, because they were like, it's the end of Chelsea. It is now the end of Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? Mons had his red cups out. You know what I mean? Lee was probably raving in one of his other properties in Essex, doing a mad thing over there. You know what I'm saying? Now you realize that these men are not stopping the spending, blood. Yeah? They're not stopping the spending.
Look at what they're spending it on, though. Millions upon millions on young players, somewhat unproven talent, just to be loaned out again or maybe sold for a higher fee in a couple of seasons' time. Like, I get they're building for the future, but like you're buying players now and all the money that's going towards them, you could have spent a little bit more and got someone that's a little bit more experienced. Instead of getting that 20-year-old, maybe could have got a 23, 24-year-old who's ready to play now. Not leaving him on the bench, not putting him on loan, not hoping that they'll come good and then you'll sign them for a little bit more money. Someone who's going to help you do the business, now. And again, all the money that they spent, they should have been winning this fucking league. 3 seasons at least. 2 at a minimum, I should say. Not 3, 2 at a minimum. The amount of money they've spent. The midfield, forward lines, not so much in the back line, but like the money they're spending on players, bro, 12th. 10th and 12th between that. Lucky to scrape 6th at the end of the season because of one Cole Palmer. Come on, bro.
I told Mons that my owners are more ambitious than your owners. You tried to argue with me. I said, long term, my project and what I'm building is better than Liverpool's. And now you got Trent looking at Madrid and shit. Don't let him go over there, because I saw him and Jude whispering bears, talking bears.
What the fuck is it to Don? Don't let him go over there. What the fuck is it to him where he goes? Oh, it's another banter point. He left your club. And players have left your club as well. Now where do we go from here? Players always leave. Drogba ended up leaving. Obviously, he was a little bit older. So you can probably say there's a difference there. Trent's in his prime now. But would he want to leave the boyhood club, be a captain, win some more silverware in the next few years, potentially? If all things go well, would he want to leave, go to Madrid and dominate Spain? Just be the same shit over and over again. Diagonal ball across to Vinicius Jr., Vinicius crossed fucking Mbappe goal, or whoever's going to be, playing in that forward line sort of a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, but we saw Jude and Henderson whisper. It don't mean nothing. Jude seems to whisper with a lot of man.
Yeah, all of that. But I know Jude was talking to him, bro. Just come Madrid, man. Forget these man. Van Dijk's about to, go back to wherever he's going to go back to. Salah's going to go Saudi. Who's going to be left, bro? Klopp's gone. You know what I'm saying? Certain man are looking at their little way out, the little exit out. You know what I'm saying? Out your dusty club. You know what I mean? And then Lee's grown up, most of his time.
It's enough waffle. That's only so much waffle I can handle from Don, man. Dusty club now. He's taken on Deji terms. Yeah, Liverpool are a dusty club. Still finished above you. Still won more silverware than you in the last 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. And still a much better team than you. Team is better. Stadium is better. The management has been better. I mean, we ain't changed our manager for many a season, obviously, until Klopp said, I'm leaving. I've had enough. See you later. Goodbye. These guys have been changing, 4 managers in the last 2 or 3 seasons? Madness. Obviously, with the Roman situation and Bowley coming in and all sorts of things. I don't know, man. Very brave of Don to be speaking about Liverpool like that and claiming that Chelsea are the next team that's on the up and up there. Very, very, very mad. But I'm going to leave it there. It's about 30 minutes in. Thank you for watching. A link posted down below if you want to check out the whole thing a little bit more. Big up to Never a Foul. Hopefully there's no bad blood. I'll always remember the striking though for that nonsense, the false striking, if you will. I still take that as a false copyright strike. I'm not going to let that down. I forgive, but I don't forget. I forgive, but I don't forget. But in any case, that was it there. Gooner Lee waffling on. Don talking like Chelsea are going to be Premier League champions in the next 2 seasons. And fucking very well might happen. But that requires City falling off, Arsenal falling off, Liverpool falling off, Tottenham falling off, Villa falling off, and shit, even Newcastle falling off, man. It's going to be mad. United, they're trying to get back into the top 4 at least. Anyways, that's it from me. I'll catch us.